Hello everyone, so this is Jacqueline. Just a reminder, I am doing my internship at Elant, which is a nursing home and short-term and long-term rehab. So this week I have an ethical situation that had come up 2 weeks ago, and my field instructor and I had discussed it and came up with a solution, but I just want to talk about it with everyone and just get everyone's opinion. I'm also going to be kind of not using everybody's names just for HIPAA purposes. So before my field instructor, who is bilingual, she is Spanish speaking, which is helpful within this case. Before she got there, this husband had placed his wife with us. She is severely cognitively impaired. She's bedbound. She has a feeding tube, no verbal communication. She can't, blink for yes or squeeze for yes. She's basically a vegetable. She came to us with an onset on dementia. She also has another disease, and I apologize, I can't remember off the top of my head. But this is kind of where she is now. In the beginning, there was another social worker that was taking over this case. The husband had come in to visit the wife. He had come twice. He was drunk. Obviously is a problem when you're coming in to visit your wife. There was also a time where he was sexual with her. At that point, they were saying that she could, kind of consent. He was still the wife. She, could, I think she could kind of moan yes or no. Anyway, he had gone in the room. He had sex with her. Some people were saying it was consensual, while others were saying it wasn't. It became an issue. Now, meanwhile, while all of this is going on, it was very difficult for the social worker to have a conversation with him because she wasn't Spanish speaking. And there is a definite language barrier. Fast forward for a while, I guess what happened is they did not want him coming anymore for visits. And that's where the ethical dilemma kind of comes to fruition. Even though he was drunk, even though he had sex, it's his wife, and some people were saying that she could consent. There were other times he would come to visit, and, if you would touch her foot or her arm, she will yell and she will scream. Once my field instructor got a hold of this case, she really kind of looked into it and came up with a decision that we can't withhold him from visiting. You can't withhold a spouse. There wasn't enough evidence, I guess, to say, and how could we tell him that he can't come and visit? So what we've been doing now is supervised visitation. I think it was great for her to come in, not only that she was Spanish speaking and able to kind of, speak with the husband and talk. There haven't been any issues going forward. But a couple of weeks ago, I was supervising a visit. And the husband is religious. He likes to pray. He grabbed her foot. He picked her foot up to kind of fix it on the pillow. And she let out this tremendous scream. I was in the room. There was nothing inappropriate. During the visit, he was being kind, he was being gentle, he was trying to pray, make his wife comfortable. Nurses and some of the aides came running in and, oh my God, what's the problem? What's the issue? And I said, nothing. He picked up her foot. She let out a scream, which typically she'll let out a scream to let her know that she's uncomfortable. But again, because she's significantly, severely impaired, it's very difficult to kind of gauge of what she was saying. Everybody kind of looked at me like, oh, well, she's the student. And I said, she's fine. I promised I was supervising. This is not my first time in the field. I used to supervise, visits in the foster care system. The visit was appropriate. And I went and spoke about it with my field instructor, and she, said, no, I understand, and I trust you, and, everybody's kind of looking on this, husband of what previously happened and aren't giving him, the benefit of the doubt, and it's difficult. The husband then gets frustrated and he wants to go, because everybody's looking at him for mistakes that he made years ago. I mean, you're talking a year, possibly 2 years ago, when he came in and drunk, and understandably so. Was it the right thing? No, but he was upset. He's lost his partner in life. So I just want your feedback, I guess, on how you would have handled the overall situation if you were the social worker to begin with. Would you have totally stopped visits and said that these were inappropriate? Or would you do what we're doing now, is allowing him to come, having supervised visitation, and obviously if his wife gets upset, stopping, the visitation ahead of time. So I look forward just to hearing your thoughts. I hope that wasn't too crazy and you guys could understand, but any questions or concerns, just leave them below and I'd be more than happy to answer them. Thank you.